There's no need to fear. Man, woman, spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of sport.
Say, kids, what time is it?
Hello. Space, the final frontier.
It's a bird.
It's a plane.
Welcome to About the Station. You'll find out about what it takes to run a community television station. This is the Northern Access Television Control Room. This is where almost everything takes place. As you can see, many busy people doing various things.
Just a little more. That's better. Just a little to your left, Sarah. What's next? It's this building of National Mutual. Blood bath and staying. She's just turned off there.
This is the studio. Volunteers are getting ready to put a segment to air. Now we'll meet the station's programming coordinator, Mark Rudnicki, and he's interviewing Nikki Salimas, the station's production coordinator.
My name's Mark Rudnicki. I'm the programming coordinator for Northern Access Television. With me today is Nikki Salimas. She's the production coordinator for Northern Access Television. Nikki, a lot of people would have seen Northern Access Television maybe for the first time today. Maybe if you'd like to describe a bit of the background behind Northern Access Television and how it came into being.
Sure. Well, Northern Access Television, as you may know, is a community television station. The background on it began or established in 1990 and has expanded ever since then. Which is really great because that's one thing we try and encourage on community television station, to actually get a lot of people more involved as possible in various sort of areas as we can.
Okay. Now, there's obviously a lot of ways in which the people at home can get involved in the community television station. What sorts of things can people do if they'd like to get involved with us?
Well, there's a whole range of things people could actually do if they are interested in community television. We have a lot of camera operating here. We've got editing facilities. We have the control room where you can do vision mixing. What else? We've got our security side of things and office administration side of things, which is basically answering the phones, which we definitely do get a lot of calls.
So if people like to get in touch with us, they can come into the studio here?
For sure. Our address is 65 Kramer Street, Preston, and we're at the Preston Secondary College on Kramer Street up at the library area. So please feel free to come in, and we'd be most welcome to get to meet you and also have you doing some productive things in the studio.
What sorts of programs, for instance, do we play on Northern Access Television?
Well, maybe actually I'll reverse the question, Mark, and let you answer that, because since you're the program coordinator, you'd probably know a little bit more about that now,
right,
having that experience. So go ahead.
Okay, well, I think, Nikki, as I said, we do play a real variety of shows, educational, community style. They're all really very good, and there is a wide variety. We do have a lot of people with their home video cameras make home movies, and we do have more highly made and highly put together tapes, which come up really well and which are more high production. So there really is a wide variety. We do a lot of in-studio.
Community television is very hard to sort of kick off, and we really need as many members as possible. I know that we have 200 members on a mailing list. Only very few have actually paid up, but membership is definitely encouraged, because community television really needs the money to operate.
Now Mark will explain how the control room operates.
Hi, my name's Mark Rudnicki, and I'm in the control room at Northern Access Television. We're going to give you a bit of an insight as to how it all works in here and how we cross from the videotapes live to the studio, which we're about to do. Firstly, what we've got here in the studio is two mixers. Okay, this first mixer you see on the left controls what's happening out in our studio. So if you can see these sets, we've got Paul Dowsley out there at the moment. Paul's going to cross to air in a couple of minutes. And what we do here, at the moment, if you can see on this third set over here, that's what would actually go to air once we flick to the studio to go to air. Okay, and we'll see we can adjust that. Okay, do some few things there. We can do some special things with him. And which allows him to change shots, for instance. That's mosaic and paint, and then we can cut those things down. And that's the wide shot that we've got on the other screen. So basically we've got two television cameras out there, and I'm going to decide crossing from one to the other, and with the one I'm going to put to air is going to be the one which is on that third set. Currently what's going to air is a tape of the Heidelberg Festival. That's going to finish any minute now. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get the next tape ready to cue, which we come to these TV sets here. So as you can see, it's quite involved here. We've actually got about 6 or 7 TV sets. You just this way. Okay, I'm just going to press play on this tape. We've got an interview with Joe Pearson coming up next, actually, with Paul.
Tuesday nightly at 5 with David Johnston. Welcome.
So I need to cue this to get it at the very beginning of the tape. Okay, so we just go to Joe Pearson. Yeah. Okay, that's Glenn Rich just finishing a promo. Paul Dowsley set. Okay, and I'll just press the pause button when it's ready to go to air.
Hi, this is Joe Pearson from Channel 10's Eyewitness News. You're watching Northern Access Television and know the news isn't about to come up, but stay tuned because something fantastic is bound to be on the way.
Okay, so that's thanks Joe for that promo for us. And any second now that's going to flick to the real interview, which is, oh, it's a funny face of Joe, isn't it? And okay. So it's a matter of now finding the very beginning. Which is what I'm doing.
We're joined.
Okay, so I'm just queuing there to the very beginning. Okay, and that's where we're going to start the tape. We need to allow a couple of seconds. On the second tape is what's actually currently playing. Okay, and then we've got, the other thing we've got here in the studio is a source box which allows us to flick between the two videotapes to what actually is going to air. So what I'm actually going to do now, I'm going to talk to Paul out in the studio, as you can see him. Going to air in about 30 seconds, Paul. Get ready, please. So we're getting Paul Dowsley on standby. Okay, to get him ready to go on to air. And I'm going to cut away from this videotape. Cut firstly to this shot here in the studio, then cut to his face, and he's going to say a few things about Northern Access Television. Then we're going to flip the box here and go on to the next tape, which is the next program which he's going to introduce. So you can see it's all very quite involved, and there's a lot of buttons to flick in a very short amount of time. Okay, well I think we're ready. So we're going to go up from this. I want that shot to be on there. So let's give him a countdown. 15 seconds, and he can hear what we're saying out there. But sound check, please, Paul.
Hello, 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 hello. Very imaginative sound check today.
Okay, so I've just checked his sound level. 10 seconds. Okay, and we're about to go to air. Actually, and you'll see on our on-air television over on this side is what is actually going to air. So this one here, we might focus on this one here, we'll see what's actually going to go to air. 10 seconds.
You said 10 seconds 20 seconds ago.
See, the stars always know that they're right, and they're always contradicting us out here in the director's booth. But we really know what's best, but we always just put up with them.
Either that or he can't count.
5 seconds. Okay, are we ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And going down on here.
Hi there, welcome. This is Northern Access Television. You've been watching. Hopefully you've been watching for a long time and for a long time to come, because we've got lots of good shows coming up for you right throughout today and tomorrow, from midday till 9 today, till last night that is, midday till 9 tomorrow. What you should do, because this is community television, Northern Access Television in fact, it's all about you getting involved. Why don't you can do one of three things. You can phone us, you can come into the studios, or you can write.
So Paul's at the moment out in the studio, going live to where on the set.
565 152. Now I'll be repeating that number in just a little while, so if you want to grab a pen, or you can write.
At this stage we can also direct the cameraman as to different camera positions to take.
This is where we're broadcasting from right now. Can't you tell? We're actually in the toilet at the moment. No, we're not. Or you can come in. You can visit us at Preston Secondary College and do what you like. Basically, you can have a look behind the camera. You can be a camera person. You can present. You can do.
So the tape's ready to go.
He's doing at the moment very well, I might add. He's directing. Or you can help us with the news. You can be a weather presenter. That will always be fun. It's all about
nice shot.
Involved. Speaking of news, actually, we have local news every day coming up at 7 o'clock tonight, 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Coming up at tonight.
Paul's going to finish any moment now. We're going to cut to the live tape.
Said last night in an interview with Mark Woodnicky. We'll have full details of that. We'll also be asking residents in Doncaster what they think of the new extension. Does it look like Legoland, or does it look fine to them? There's a bit of a problem.
So when Paul finishes speaking, we're going to cut from his close shot to the far away shot, then cut to the videotape on this shot.
News of a circus coming up in Northcote. Always one to look forward to. Lots of elephants and things. And all the best from sport, and of course tomorrow's weather.
It's winding up now.
I'll be here with Sarah Pinnacle, Nigel Slater, and we're going to have a very special weather presenter tonight. You should see her. Tune in at 7 for that. Also at 8 tonight, we have
so we're going to get Paul the wind up now, because he tends to talk a little too long sometimes.
Broadcasting live from outside on Kramer Street tonight. We'll also bring you an interview with Barry Bissell during that show at 8 o'clock. And I'll just repeat the phone number once more before we go to an interview with Joe Pearson. The number is 018.
Isn't Paul a professional? And Mark's made it look so easy. Would you believe this actually went to air?
565 Right now, though, we're going to have a look at Joe Pearson, who has been in the news about her hair. I'll speak with her about her hair and many other things. So let's have a look at Joe.
Okay, to the other shot, and down, and that's going.
We're joined now by Joe Pearson, who of course presents 10 Eyewitness News.
And that's it, and that's the cut. He always tells the star that he's done a good job. That was great, Paul. You did a fantastic job. He always feels much better after that, and he feels that he's done something worthwhile. And we turn down his volume, which is on the sound mixer down here, and that is a cut. And that's generally how we we do a live cut on Northern Access Television. And then the star will often come back in, but that's how the technical booth at Northern Access Television works, cutting between the studio and the tapes, and that's what all that is.
Now Richard is going to explain some shots under the direction of Mark in the control room.
So let's see how we go. So Mark, talk to me. Oh, you said describe some shots. So can they hear you at home? They can't hear you? Oh, aren't you lucky? Okay, well, this at the moment is, I suppose, a medium shot of me, medium shot, wide shot of me, and we've got Lisa, our subject. If Mark could perhaps, there we go, it's a modern technology for you with a push of a button, we get Lisa up there in the corner. Pretty tricky, huh? That's what they use for the news and things like that, and I think we'll be using that tonight in the news with Paul and Sarah, so you can watch that and you can watch that and say, yep, we know how that's done. Gee, thanks, Mark. Series. It's a wide shot there of Nikki and Lisa. Do something, guys. Wave. Say hello.
Hi, Nikki.
There we go. Got you.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a wider shot than we usually use. We actually zoom in a little bit and get a little zoom on in there. And
that's a two shot.
Yep, two shot. That's it. See, she knows more than I do. And we can actually zoom in on a medium shot of Lisa there. There we go. Bit of headroom. More gratuitous comments from Mark. I'm glad you guys can't hear this. Good medium shot. I've just been told by Mark, who is our resident expert on medium shots and such. What else should we do, Mark? I mean, as everyone can see, it's pretty close shot. Okay. Bit of headroom. Bit closer. Isn't she gorgeous? Look at that. Work with me here, Lisa. Ah, you swine. I'm glad you're not listening to this, Lisa. I really am. So as you can see, everyone at home, it's pretty easy. It's just video cameras, basically. So if you've got a video camera at home, you can use it to make programs for the television station, and you can make... oh, what are you doing to me, man? You can make programs for us here. So I've got Mark here. Get rid of Mark. Pretty easy, isn't it? Wish it was that easy. But we can make programs here just using a normal video camera. You can make a video at home for us and come in and play with all our production equipment and everything, and we can put it to air.
Well, no, we don't. We go out in the community, collect it, look at the papers, see what's happening, see the front pages of a lot of papers, and basically copy them. No, we don't.
And hi there to the leader newspaper.
Is this supposed to be a serious interview?
It wasn't being done. Well, too bad.
Northern Access Television News is the highlight of the day.
Hello, welcome to Northern Access Television News. I'm Paul Dowsley.
And I'm Sarah Pennycook.
Heading tonight's bulletin, Northern Suburbs residents, local shop owners and motorists have overwhelmingly backed the Heidelberg bypass, which has been open now for 8 weeks. The new road, which cost $40 million to construct, has relieved nearby Burgundy Street, Heidelberg, of thousands of cars a day. Most shop owners say it's paid off. Others aren't so sure, as Nigel Slater reports.
Hi, I'm Nigel Slater for Northern Access Television News, and today we're reporting from Burgundy Street, Heidelberg, on whether the bypass was really worth it. We're going to talk to a few of the local residents and find out their opinions. I'm just wondering how... The major part of the news is a crew going out into the public to find out opinions on local issues.
I think it's done a world of good. You've got the heavy traffic away.
These are important because they create a public awareness of the television station.
Walk up there. I think eventually they'll probably make a walkway through here. We hope.
These explorations often result in humorous situations occurring. But because there's less traffic, does that affect it at all? You know.
No, we don't rely on traffic.
You rely on local people?
Local people.
How are you guys? Good, how are you?
Good.
What do you think of the bypass?
Oh, I reckon it's great. It looks good.
Why is that?
Well, just the effect, environmentally friendly.
Yeah.
Looks good.
It doesn't worry you that a park was removed for it?
Well, I don't know. I don't come from this area, so I don't know if a park was removed or not.
Okay.
So you're telling me there was?
Yep.
Well, I guess you've got to take the good with the bad, don't you? Thank you.
What do you think of the bypass here?
It's ace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Real good. Oh, it just looks good and easy to get through.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
What's this for? You know, I mean, am I being filmed?
National Access
we're
Television.
Northern Access TV.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well,
Northern You've done a good job. Take a pay rise.
Remembering that television.
Have a nice day, what channel are they on? UHF 31. Hi.
Hi.
What do you think of the bypass?
I wouldn't have a clue.
Okay.
Thanks.
I mean,
10 seconds.
Counting. Might be 10 because there's 7 seconds of playing around Melbourne. But that's not important. Okay, Richard, count me down. Make me look good. It's a bit
this
late
is
for
the
that.
studio preparing for an interview with the news presenters, Sarah Pennycook and Paul Dowsley.
They've still got us on 10 seconds.
Notice the activity that takes place.
7 seconds. And then we go for you.
Well, welcome to the studio, Sarah and Paul. Thank you.
Hillary.
You've been enjoying the telecast, have you?
Very much so.
You've been involved in quite a lot of it, Paul?
Yes, yeah, well, we centre around the news, although we have tried our hand at the Tonight Show tonight, but we've decided in future we're going to keep with the news and really channel all our efforts into that.
Because there's probably quite a lot of work put into just collating the news, let alone draining some of that energy to put together stuff.
Yeah, the news only takes, 15 minutes, but it's a good 8-hour day to get it ready.
Oh, I suppose that's quite right.
Go out on the road and gather and type it up and rehearse and present it.
Yeah. Something that actually raises a point with the news. You've gone out to the streets of Preston and you've interviewed people at places like Doncaster Shopping Town, McDonald's in Preston there. What other locations have you been to interview some of the people?
Preston Market, Coburg Football Ground, Northland. I think that just about...
and like intersections and things. We went up to a few cars at various points, but we sort of drive around until we see somewhere where there's a lot of people congregating.
I hope this has been an enjoyable and informative experience. Northern Access Television, a member of the Melbourne Television Consortium, can be contacted care of Preston Secondary College, 65 Kramer Street, Preston.